Hey guys, Sleepy Reader here on my lunch break. I thought I'd give you my on-the-spot reaction to Batman Eternal number, was it 6 or 7? 6. I just read it finished reading it a few seconds ago. So I haven't had any time to think it through. But my first thought as I was reading along was somehow this reminds me of like the cartoon, the animated cartoon Batman Brave and the Bold, with just this huge cast of characters and people popping up and teaming up briefly. You get the Gentleman Ghost, who I think stands out in my mind most from some episode of Brave and the Bold anyway. And I don't know, and then you get quite a bit of confusion. I don't know if that figure that we see doing things that I can't understand what it's doing is related to the Gentleman Ghost or not. We've got lots of moving parts, most of which are different than the moving parts we've been viewing since in the previous 5 issues. I'm intrigued by the appearance of Jim Corrigan, the Spectre, although last I saw him was in the Phantom Stranger, where he was, or in Justice League Dark, I'm not sure which, where he was the Guardian of Heaven, where he was like standing guard in front of the gates of heaven or something. Oh, great. Big truck pulling up. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, I kind of enjoyed it while being bewildered and annoyed by different bits. The art seemed up and down, like it definitely felt like some of the pages were rushed and awkward. This is going to be a bit of a spoiler, this page, although I don't know what the significance of it is, but like this full page splash didn't seem very good. I guess I'm not holding it up to the screen for a long time because I didn't want to spoil anything. Well, even like this meeting between Bruce Wayne and Jim Corrigan seems pretty basic in its illustration. I mean, that drawing of the library probably took the artist a long time, but the figures and everything seem so-so. Just an example, because I think that Trevor McCarthy can do a lot better. It's kind of weird that this book feels rushed when it's a different artist every issue. You would think the artist would have had more time. So overall, I had fun reading it, even though parts of it I didn't understand. Every time this ghostly or glowing skeleton shows up, I don't know what he's doing, or he seems to be related to stuff going on underneath Arkham. But, yeah. What's frustrating is, so before, when I first read about Batman Eternal and the hype going on before it, I thought it was a series of stories that would rest on a framework. So maybe a story would last for 4 issues or 6 issues or 3 issues, and it would all rest on a larger framework of what's going on in Gotham. But the first 4 issues were more in the soap opera style of storytelling, where you got strands of different stories that inch along a little bit in each episode. And I liked that, but I had adjusted to that idea. And then in the 5th issue we got the Tim Drake story, which I had pluses and minuses with, but I was interested in that. But we've skipped past that, and now we're on another story involving Batman, Batwing, the Spectre, the Joker's daughter, possibly the Gentleman Ghost, possibly some other creature, all with the backdrop still of the gang war with Falcone and Commissioner Gordon being out of action, so the police basically being out of action. But it's going to be real frustrating. I'm still going to keep getting this, and I'm still having fun with it, but I feel like it would be so much better if it were one of those 2 models that I mentioned before, the soap opera model or the individual arcs that link up to some extent. But it looks like maybe we're going to get a mix of the 2, and the individual arcs are going to be chopped up. We'll get a little bit here, and then a few issues later perhaps we'll return to one of the arcs. I would love it if the story that's in this issue just continues for 3 more issues and resolves to an extent. There's also a preview, maybe all the DC books are having this, a preview of the new Superman with JR and Jeff Johns doing it. I like the art in this, action moments. But like this scene that's in the newsroom at the Daily Planet, I have trouble with the way JR draws people now. So I don't think I'll be picking that one up, especially given the money involved, that they raised the price and everything. So anyway, yeah, mixed feelings about Batman Eternal. I'm probably the only one who somehow equates this with Batman Brave and the Bold. But I think the appearance of Nightwing and Gentleman Ghost and the Spectre all together just reminds me of the way some of those animated shows just throw tons of wacky, fun DC characters at you. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.